of 2, because that seems to be how every other esport approaches it. And you know, we all want StarCraft to be a nice, lively esport and, you know, be in with the times and be cool, so we're going to call it best of 2 like the other cool kid esports and go from there. Also, there's no way I type anything else other than best of 2 in the little gap next to the scoreboard, so it's just going to have to do. I'm sorry it's become such an issue. We're just going to have to live with it. I'm sure we'll manage. Just focus up on the great StarCraft that's happening. Bottom right-hand side, our red Zerg player is Elazer from QLash. He's up against Team Liquid's uThermal here in this European standoff in Group A of the competition. If you're enjoying the tournament, guys, don't forget that you can support the event. You can head on over to the Matcherino page, ! Matcherino in the chat will give you that link to utilize and to use the coupon code as well. The coupon code MC100 will give you $1 that you can add to the prize pool without costing you anything at all. So go get that coupon code used up. MC100 is the coupon. Get it used up. Let's see some love for the OSC Master Cup. And of course, if you're enjoying the tournament, you can add a few dollars of your own prize money or your own money in as well to be part of the prize pool. It does go to the players and only to the players. There's ! Matcherino in the chat to check that out. Our third matchup of the day here, Elazer versus uThermal. Grab myself a drink. I haven't drank since like we casted Innovation Dark. Oh, that was good. That was good, as we see. Early game from uThermal. The very fast CC first. So setting up and getting ready to roll. What's up, Harston? Literally insane by the best of 2. Cannot watch a best of 2. Cannot bring himself to partake in the best of 2. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. As you do see this SCV just going to pop in towards the mineral line. A couple of lings are going to be starting to chase that SCV down. So a little bit of action here early. Lings chasing SCV. And we're just going to be seeing the SCV getting picked off. I could type game 1 out of 2. No, I can't, because then I have to switch to game 2 out of 2, and that takes a lot of time every single time, so. God damn it. This is insane. Double factory follow-up from uThermal. Looking as though you might want to play some mech here on OSC, obviously, with these fast 2 factories. With the 2 factories this quickly, I would imagine something along the lines of Hellion Cyclone. Usually, if you're going to play kind of a non-Hellion Cyclone style, you would play kind of into a 1-1-1 setup with the starport early, like a Banshee or something, to help you out. There's the second reactor, and that, of course, does indicate Hellions and Cyclones being reacted out 2 at a time here. Armory on the way up, as we are going to see the brand new Hellion skin going to be shown off by uThermal in this game. Saw him equipping this live on stream yesterday, and he wasn't too sure about it. Said he preferred the other ones, so we'll see if they're going to bring him good luck, though. The free reel, the tri-reel Hellion. Seems like a bit of a downgrade, really, going down to just 3 wheels. But they will pick off the Zerg net. That actually look kind of cool. I think they'd look really cool if they just had 4 wheels like normal. It was stretched out a bit. I think it looked awesome. Maybe then it looks too similar to the normal Hellion, though, I suppose. As we are going to be seeing. The Reaper moving down towards the bottom right-hand side. It's just uThermal trying to pick up some info here off the back of the CC first. I mean, Elazer getting in early and seeing the double reactor is already a bit of a giveaway as to what this is, I think. And Rotoron already coming up as a response to that. We'll go Carapace early. As he goes into Carapace early. Well, actually, Hellion's run by, and Elazer doesn't have anything in his natural mineral line. He only has 4 Zerglings on the map in total. Obviously, the Queens will help to defend this, but already these Hellions are getting quite a lot done. 4 workers only? No way, really? One more shot? No. 4 workers only for the first 4 Hellions. Well, that's not great. Obviously, fortunately for uThermal, he's playing kind of Hellion Cyclone, so losing the initial Hellions is not as big of a deal. You know, and I mean, obviously that's why he dives in, because the Hellions are much more expendable when you're playing mech and continuing to build Hellions time and time again. Love this early Carapace upgrade to counteract the +1 vehicle weapon upgrade. The fact that Cyclones fire so quickly means they benefit greatly from their own upgrades, but obviously they get taken down very quickly by opponents' upgrades, so +1 Carapace will help to balance out what could be a very strong attack from uThermal in the next 30 seconds or so with Hellbat Cyclone. We've seen the Italians and Cyclones coming through the center of the map. Third CSC is coming on up. uThermal building out a position, feeling confident about it. To be fair, if you keep on producing Hellions, it's kind of hard to lose the third CC, I feel, in position. As uThermal will just look around over to the right-hand side into the gold base to look through here. And we've seen a quick Human getting picked off, and again, just the Roaches and Queens moving around. And we've seen the SCVs are going to get picked off here as well. So SCV gets picked off, and again, like I say, like, you know, you might have it delayed, but it's very unlikely you lose the CC. Reinforcements coming through, and uThermal will just in the end up catching. I want to say he's going to catch them. He has 2 of the 4. Rolling is going down. Big Roach attack through the center. This is the sort of thing which I feel Hellion Cyclone struggles with the most. These large Roach attacks early in the game where you just don't really have enough up to properly fight this. Ravagers on their own in the back, though, going to start getting picked away at. These Cyclones going to try and do what they can. The Hellions are late to morph into Hellbats, though, and that's obviously becoming a bit of a problem as well, as uThermal now will try and escape. He loses all of his Hellbats. It's just going to be GG. Just like that. Elazer is going to take the first game off. Super simple way to say it, but I can't say that all the time on like the score at the bottom and stuff. It just doesn't fit. Oh my god. So caught up in this debate. I don't believe I'm so caught up in this debate, to be honest. It's crazy. Mental. Alright, Elazer picking up the first game very quickly. This is the top left-hand side from Q-Lash. It is Elazer. And to the bottom right-hand side, our Blue Terran player from Team Liquid. It's uThermal. I'm doing a double round robin. Okay, sure. I'm doing a double round robin. I can promise you, if I say we're doing a double round robin, about 10% of the chat will probably pick up on what we're talking about. Oh my god, I don't even know what's happening anymore. What's up, TLO? Just call it round robin 2 games per set? You know what? I'm actually gonna just see what SSL called it. I'm gonna see what SSL called it, and if SSL called it something like this, then I don't care. By the way, thank you TLO for the host. Hello everyone from TLO's stream. How are you doing? Where is it? SSL 2016. No, is it not this one? SSL here? Don't know. There it is. Yeah, okay. SSL calls it a best of 2, so I'm going to call it a best of 2. There we go. Even StarCraft events that have used this format in the past have called it a best of 2. So there we go. Boom. I don't care anymore. If SSL calls it best of 2, it's a best of 2 for me. Alright. Now let's actually talk about something that matters. TLO, what's up? Thank you very much for the cheer 200. How you doing, mate? Thank you so much for the host, and thank you for the cheer 200 as well. Poor Dovenwolf is down on only 100 health on the Bitbods. As we set up into the second game of this matchup between Elazer and uThermal. Obviously, uThermal was just getting shut down by a lot of Roaches previously. If you just joined us from TLO's stream, this is a round-robin group. And we do have players such as Neeb, Elazer, uThermal, Cyan, Winter, and Nice playing today. This is the third match we're casting, and after this we will have Neeb against uThermal and Neeb against Elazer coming your way to keep the action rolling as we continue on through. So that's what's going on, as we can see a couple Widow Mines coming up here. You're going to see the Hellions picking off a Zergling or two as well. Flare on the way up from Elazer, as he sets up into 3 hatches and going from this point. Green going to push forwards a creep tuner. Get this rolling. Guys, oh my god, I'm not even going to read chat anymore. I'm done. I'm done. Whatever I do, nothing works. Whatever I do, nothing works. When a mine drop comes in from uThermal, change it up drastically from the last game, going into Stim as well. As we're going to be seeing the Widow Mines burrowing. One of them is going to get picked off early. The second one does pick up 3 workers, so that's nice. And meanwhile, the Hellions run into the main. This is actually kind of cool, because now the medevac can lift these Hellions up as well. As we're going to be seeing the Hellions coming in. We are going to see the Queen, the Hellions doing a bit of damage. 7 workers killed in total on this aggression. As we're going to be continuing to set this up. So this is nice, a little bit of damage by uThermal, keeping that worker count down as we continue to set this up. Thank you very much, Adzi, for the tier 100, who did snipe the bit boss. But TLO with the tier 500, dude, thank you so much. Comes in, now he's the bit boss. Congrats, TLO, you're the bit boss. Does anyone dare kill TLO? I wouldn't, just saying. It's a scary, scary bit boss to be up against. Alright, Hellions return back home. And as these Hellions return back home, a couple of Evo Chambers coming up as well. 4 extra barracks, uThermal really just setting up into 3 CC, 5 racks, the mid-game TVZ we all expect it to be. As we're going to see these couple of Lings taking a little bit more damage once again. And just continue to set on up. Holy crap. Huge donation coming in from Montian as well. I'm just going to mention this now while I see it. Montian with the $100 donation. $100! Dude, thank you so much. Can we see some Wardy hearts up in the chat for a crazy, crazy donation? Montian has been an esports hero this month, honestly, with huge cheer, with huge donations already. Now a $100 donation, and he donated $200 to the OSC Masters Cup. Montian, thank you so much. He says time to clear the chat, so why don't we clear the chat with a round of hearts and enjoy the StarCraft. Let's see some love for Montian. Thank you so much, man. Cannot say it enough. As we set up into the 6-minute marker of this game. Players with 3 bases saturated. Elazer starting up his 4th. He's going to play the Lingbane Hydra here. Hydra Den finishing up, and that means Hydra speed and Bane speed should come up at the same sort of time now. A couple of Widow Mines coming on through the upgrades as well for uThermal. Obviously, pretty similarly timed to those of the Lasers. That's looking pretty good here. So we're going to see the Queenslings and Banes going to come on forwards. Creep being spread on through now at the moment. As we're going to be seeing a couple of Hellions just going to be able to keep on pushing those Lings around. Armor on the way up to get the 2-tier roll, and this is the sort of TVZ we love to see. We saw one of these games between Dark and Innovation earlier today, and it was pretty fantastic. Dark ended up crushing Innovation earlier if you didn't get to watch it. As we do see the Lingbane just collecting on the left-hand side now. Hellions going to pick off a couple of these creep tumors here. Creep tumors going down, Marines pushing forwards with the Widow Mines as well. And these rocks will be under attack here. Obviously, uThermal trying to make use of his combat shields in 1-1, finishing up in the next 10 to 15 seconds. And as they get cleaned up, he'll be able to push on in towards this Lingbane Hydra force and see what he can do. It was kind of tough, though, pushing into Lingbane Hydra. I mean, it's a very powerful ground-based composition. It's very different to Lingbane Muta, where it's very difficult to kind of actually, you know, get that pushing power going for the Terran and to keep the pushing power. You know, it's hard to gain momentum, whereas in Lingbane Muta, you know, Terran's all about just rallying across the map a lot of the time and stopping the Zerg play from ever being able to counterattack and to fly around with those mutas and use them aggressively. Marines up the left-hand side going to see what they can do as well. Clean up another couple of creep tumors. And now these Lings down the right-hand side looking to see if they can get some damage as well. Looking to push on in towards the natural. The third, that's a full wall-off, though, I imagine. I doubt uThermal leaves it as a non-full wall-off. As you see, uThermal pulling back to reinforcements here. Those Lings do hit that wall-off. uThermal should be able to respond to this fairly easily. He pulled away from this fight quite nicely. The Widow Mine went off well. And for now, uThermal able to back away. I think he's trading well so far against the Lingbane Hydra. Making a good job of this up until this point, as we see the 2-2 upgrades on either side. Still pretty even. The Hive tech now from Elazer it is still melee upgrades. You're still aiming to go into ultras later in the game. It's just going to be seeing the Marines coming forward here. We will see a few Banes crashing into those Marines, but nice for uThermal. He trades a few Marines to completely shut down this run by, which could begin to cause chaos if left unchecked. That might be a few too many Zerglings for these Marines chasing up this side. Looks as though they're not going to find those Zerglings anyways, though, as now Elazer to the left-hand side. Again, these constant run-bys are going to try and hurt the economy of the Terran player. To kind of, ruin the effectiveness of this army. The efficiency is what kind of uThermal is looking for here, and so you can usually work off a lower worker count. But that means he is kind of vulnerable if he does start losing too many workers at once. Right now, the Elazer is under heavy pressure at the front here, pushing in towards the 4th base once again. 12 workers going down at the 3rd base already. That Ling Bane attack coming on through. Reinforcements clean up the rest of those Lings, but the Banes already did their damage there. That 3rd base a little bit of an issue, as we see, still pushing up the left-hand side. Now Bane's going to start rolling down the right again. They're going to be pushing on through into the natural expansion. Let's see how well uThermal can deal with this. He's currently pre-split on creep, but there's Zerg coming in from the left and from the right. uThermal kind of starts kiting over to the right-hand side as the Banes continue to roll in from the left. Widowmine's going off. uThermal's making a fight out of this. He's making a stand. In fact, not just a stand, he's going to push these units back. Continue to push on forwards. The lack of Banelings now is going to be Elazer's issue. And as Elazer doesn't have Banelings, uThermal can push on through this. Hydra count has definitely decreased as well. I mean, okay, some Ling run-bys again. Another 9 workers killed, now 10. But that's about to be cleaned up as well. And uThermal breaks the 4th base. And this is absolutely huge for uThermal at this stage, as we're going to be seeing those Queens going to get taken down as well. No transfusers being popped there. Finally, a couple coming through. Some extra Banes will make this a bit easier. But is it enough, actually? Maybe uThermal just has too much. The number of Banes rolling in does not seem to be doing the pushing back that it needs to be doing right now. A huge chunk more Banes, but now there's only Banelings. There's no Hydras left over. uThermal lets the Marauders take the lead. They tank the damage. They sacrifice themselves for the Marines to keep on pushing through after this. Now those Hydras pull back in towards the 3rd base. The Marines are getting rid of the Overlords, and this looks as though it's going to be the second game of this going the way of uThermal right now as he continues to pressure forwards. Only 35 SCVs remain, but it doesn't matter when he's doubling the army supply and more. GG. uThermal takes the second game, and it's a 1-1 between these two players. Whew. Wow, what an ending of the game, action-packed. And that is going to be uThermal.